Well, as with everyone in the Jewish community, I'm not amazing. British Jews are terrified, as am I, and I've just made a really monumental career decision and life decision. So, as with everyone, going through a really hard time at the moment.
So you are, I think, 22 years old. Is that right, Noah?
That's right.
And you've been training to be a journalist. You've done a course, university course. You've been very successful, if you don't mind me saying so, for someone at a young age. You've been on the air. Usually it takes a few years for people to get on the radio, but you've been at a number of local BBC local stations, including BBC Radio Derby, where actually I used to work. There are a good bunch of people there. There's some of them still there. But you've decided, because of the actions of or inaction, I suppose, of the organisation more generally, not to call Hamas terrorists, that the time has come for you to go. Is that correct?
That is correct. I have morals, and I stick by them. I think the words justified and unjustified have been thrown around a lot since the weekend. I think the BBC's refusal to use the correct terminology is unjustified. Words are quite literally fundamental to the English language. They impact how we think, how we react, how we act. They have influence. The phrase freedom fighter distracts from the reality of terrorism. To those easily influenced, it implies what is not. These people aren't freedom fighters. They are not, as John Simpson refers to them, as gunmen. They are terrorists. And there are probably people watching who will be thinking, this boy, my God, has thrown it all away because of some words. But terminology, words, when neglected, have the power to fuel hate. They have the power to put fuel on the fire. And Peter, believe me, as a Jewish person, there is already enough fuel on that fire.
Tell me why you feel so strong. I can tell from what you're saying why you feel so strongly about this, but you're at the start of your career, you're doing well. Some people might say, why throw it all away over this? What would you say to them?
Well, when your local high street, Golders Green, has been smashed up with a kosher restaurant's windows destroyed, when I went to a Jewish school, when Jewish school children, Peter, can't go to school feeling safe on their way there, when synagogues have security so heightened that it strikes fear into you, we're taking off our jewellery. We're taking off our necklaces. People will avoid London tomorrow because of the threats. That is fear. And anything that happens in Israel, like it or not, has a direct effect on the British community. And British Jews are terrified, and so am I. And I don't feel like I can stand by the BBC any longer with their stance on their terminology.
What